today, I know that Gamescom has been going on for a little while now, so good on you for surviving so far. If you need a drink or some coffee or a snack before we start, please feel free. Like, I think we've got everybody so really start, but this one we can time. So, I'm Céline, nice to meet you everybody, and so I just don't want you to not understand. Thanks a lot. And we're going to jump in with a 10 minutes presentation or so, and then we're going to get to play together. So to start with, for people that don't really know Contra well, Contra games are dating back to the 1980s, so they're really old standing. And this one is actually a direct sequel from one of the old Contra games. So I'm talking about the Alien Wars. If you have not played or don't remember the Alien Wars, that's okay, because the title pretty much sums it all. Like, aliens try to invade Earth, and you play a G.I. Joe type of character who try to beat the alien invasion. At the end of the Alien Wars, you just manage to beat like a master boss of the alien invasion. Or so you think. Because at the start of this game, what you discover is that a strange city has appeared out of nowhere on Earth, just popped out of the ground. And anybody that tries to enter this city to investigate it comes back either dead or insane. Now, that's where this game starts. And the few people that managed to get out of the city alive are some of those dudes. Hi! Come in, please, for more merrier. I've already started giving a little bit of context on Contra so far, so I'm just going to get through. But if you have any questions,
Thank you.
So those are you player characters. You'll get to pick one of those characters to play later on. As you can see, you've got a mix. You've got a few human characters here. Kaiser, for instance, is a big dude with cybernetic implants all over his body. He's actually got a hand that transforms into a giant drill during gameplay. And Mrs. Arakiri over here, she had an encounter with an alien during the first war. And they actually hurt each other so badly, the alien and herself need to fuse together in order to survive. That's why she's got a little something about her. And the alien's not so happy about it. So she basically stabs a sword inside her belly at all times to keep it from taking over her body. Now, you also got other characters like Gentleman over here. He's actually the result of a war experiment during the war. So he's actually a giant brain bug that's got a very kind and gentle mind. Hello over here. Hi, I'm so sorry, we already started the presentation, but I was giving a little bit of context about Contra games and previous games. But if you have any questions afterwards to catch up, let me know, okay? And then finally, you got Hungry Beast. It looks like a giant panda. He's actually a giant panda. It's just kind of the brain of a human scientist, so you know you can really trust him. So when you get to pick one of the characters later on, feel free to choose anyone that looks like fun to play, because they have the same power level. So they can all play with the same weapons, so they're just as powerful as each other. The things that will matter is only your gameplay style. Some of them are a little bit faster, some of them have got a little bit more health, and some of them have special moves that difficult to show, but that's it. So today, if you've played any previous Contra game, you'd actually be happy to know that the producer of this game is Nobuya Nakazuto-san. And if you know a little bit of Contra history, you'd actually notice that he's been with the Contra game since 1990. So that would be Contra 3, like was the first game he worked on. And he's worked on every game that's Contra since then. So he really wanted to bring Contra to a new audience and to new consoles. But the producer of this game has been with the brand for a very long time, and he's trying to carry over the heart and soul of Contra into this new game, but with some necessary changes to take what was a pixelated 2D games, run and gun, just a side and top scroller, into a very different console and audience. So that means that the gameplay has been switched to a twin-stick shooting game, which is very different, but it's still a fast-paced run-and-gun game. It's still a game that's full of horrific alien bosses at every corner, and you still have a lot of very stupid humor in it. So that's why today we'll continue to explore that and take you through the story mode. So we just announced this game at E3. Maybe some of you have been like at E3 or followed some news, but no matter.
Not me.
Yeah. What happened there is that we announced the game and we let some of the press play a little bit of the solo player story. Now we're actually going to pick up on that and continue the story mode, but as a 4-player online co-op. So we're going to play on the 4 station, but all together on the same mission. And that basically is a carry-on because the solo single like story mode and the 4-player online co-op have a shared saved, and you share all the loot that you also collect any of them. So that means that if you want to start the game as a solo player when you get it and just advance through the story, you can. And then if you encounter a boss that you can beat on your own, or you have a mission you can complete, you can call in for some friends to help you online. You do the story, you do the boss, and at this point, after that, you can carry on back to solo, or you can from the same point, or you can continue with your friends. It's completely up to you. I just wondered if you played your Contra, do you remember if you played alone or with friends?
Basically alone, because I was smaller at that time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But at that time, Contra was still a very tough game, and so to beat the games, you need probably the Contra code to help you for one. And sometimes you can only complete them with a friend to play a couch co-op. So that's something that Produce and Nakasaki was really keen on integrating within this game as well, to also have a couch co-op. So that's also available in the game. However, the 4-player online and 4-player couch are actually completely separate. That's for mechanical reasons. When you have 4 players on 4 screens and 4 players on 1 screen, the camera angles and the mechanics and the maps need to be completely differently designed. So you would actually play different missions in those 2 modes. You'd also have a very different camera angle when you pass to couch co-op. So we're not going to do that today. What we're going to do is continue the story. And at 3 we just very briefly mentioned an 8-player PvP mode. Now that's something that's entirely new to Contra. We've never done this before with Contra games, so we're just really curious to see how people react. And we've not revealed any gameplay footage or any details about that yet, but I'm going to show you a little bit about that. So today we're just going to focus on the story, and just so you have an idea, frame of reference, if you were to play on couch, you'd have this more top-down camera angle, and you'd also play different missions than what you'll play today. Now for the team versus team PvP online mode, we call that the Carnage, and we've got 2 arenas within that. So they're both team-based sports. I think murder pinball is a good way to describe it, because what you need to do then is shoot the giant bugs when you can see them. In order to win a game, you need to shoot those bugs into the opponent team's goal. And the goals are actually giant meat shredders. So basically you win the game by shredding a massive amount of meat to win. Good luck with that. You can also shred your opponent teams if you manage to kill them from a shredder. Like, that's something good. The second arena with them is called Rage Mode. And it's a more classic team deathmatch. You just shoot out the opposite. Now, there's some basic information recap on the game. So it's coming out September 26th. It's on all platforms, so whether you're PC, Xbox One, PS4 player, Switch player, you can get it at the same price. It's a 16 game because we like gory, horrific things in it. And we'll also have some DLC content available at launch and post-launch. So for instance, for DLC content, if you were to pre-order the game physically today, what you'd get is 2 t-shirts for Hungaries to the panda character, and you also get a reversible cover. So you can see the reversible cover here and the poster right there. Now, if you're familiar with older Konami games, you'd actually notice that Tom Dubois, the artist that we commissioned this artwork from, used to work on a lot of retro games for Konami, so he did the covers for Castlevania and Contra games back in the day, for some of them. So we just thought it would be a nice touch for people to have like a new artwork for Contra from him. And if you are to pre-order the same, but digitally, what you'd get is the same DLC content, but you'd get on PS4 a theme with the same artwork for your background. Yeah, so currently the PvP team versus team mode that I've just talked about, you'd really need like a station and a different network setting that we've got here to play it, so we can't offer you to play it today. If you are really interested about it, actually you can maybe talk to your local representative, because if you've got enough media that's got interest for it, we may be able to organize session in the Konami offices locally to play it. But for now, I just have a little video to show you, and be aware it's the first time we show footage of this, and we're just curious about your reaction, so tell me what you think. So that's just a sneak peek of a team versus team mode. I don't know about you, but in any sports game, that's all I want to do, just put the referees into the shredder. Yeah, but if you're interested in that, let us know later. Today we all just jump in mission together, and I'm going to tip somewhere on the screen, but I'm also going to talk through it with you guys. So if you want to play, just sit down on one of the stations right now and pick your character. So maybe one per team if you're coming